Next topic is types of root. What are the types of root system that can be able to present in the angiosperm? First of all, angiosperms are flowering plants that can have the capacity to different types of root system that can be able to present. Here types of roots are classified into taproot system and fibrous root system. Here taproot system and fibrous root systems are the major types. Taproot system that can be well known for example for dicots. Fibrous root systems are well known for monocots. It is the common from the lower section we want to study. Here we want to study about the elaborative studies for what is taproot system and what is fibrous root system. Here taproot system. Here taproot system means what is taproot system? Here the root that can be able to arise from the radical part. The radical part that can be able to form the entire root, that is called it as taproot. What is fibrous root? Here there is a radical, but other part of the radical that can have the capacity to develop the root, that is called it as fibrous root system. The taproot system is common for most of the dicots. Some of the exceptions are there. Here we want to study about the elaborative study for the taproot system. Here the taproot, they contain a primary root, secondary root and tertiary roots. What is primary root, what is secondary root and what is tertiary root? Here the primary root that can be able to grow continuously, then only it can be able to develop the main root system. The primary root is the prime means first. In the first, the root that can have the capacity to form the main root system, that is called it as primary root. Here there is a primary root that can be able to arise. Next, based on their primary root development, next the secondary root that can be able to develop. The secondary root, that is nothing but the formation of the lateral root development. That lateral root that can be able to produce for the secondary root system. Then last one is called it as the tertiary root development. The lateral root that can be able to develop to form the finer roots. A small root that can be able to produce. That finer root development that can be able to take place in the lateral root formation. The lateral root formation is nothing but the secondary root formation. The lateral root that can be able to in a branches like manner. Here there is a secondary root, that is a lateral root that can have several branches that can be able to present. That several branches they form the secondary root. Last one is called it as tertiary root. There are primary root, secondary root and tertiary root. There are three different root that can be able to present in the taproot. For example, most of the fruit yielding trees are common for the taproot system. For example, mango, guava, then some of the sapota, neem tree. These are some of the examples for the taproot system. The next one is called it as fibrous root system. The fibrous root system is nothing but or otherwise call it as adventitious root system. Why we say as adventitious root system? That root they can be developed other than the radical portion. Here there is a radical portion, but the development that can be takes place other than that away from the radical that look like a thread-like structure or bunch of structure, then only it is otherwise call it as adventitious root system. But it may developed from the base of the stem. Here there is a stem only. That base of the stem only, the root that can have the capacity to develop. Then only it is called it as adventitious root system. Some of the dicots, they contain a fibrous root system. For example, Ficus bengalensis. That is the one of the example. Or pepper nigrum. Tamil we say melagu. Ficus bengalensis, alamaram we say. Then these are the some of the differences other than taproot system. It is the example for the adventitious root system. Here most of the monocots, they contain a primary root in the seedling stages. They can have the capacity to develop that primary root, then after lateral root also developed in the seedling, but the lateral roots are very short lived in nature. It cannot develop the tertiary system. Then only the lateral roots arises from the various body. It is look like a stem portion, means that stem portion that can be able to develop the lateral roots, because the roots are known as tuft of thread-like roots or bunch. Here there is a bunch-like development that can be able to take place. That is called it as tuft of thread-like roots or bunch of roots that can be able to develop. These are the bunch of thread-like roots equal in size, which are collectively called as fibrous. All the one they are in look like a same in size. That is called it as a fibrous root system. Mostly this type of systems that can be able to present in the members of grasses family. Simply we say grasses. For example, paddy, different types of grass. These are the some of the example for the fibrous root system. The paddy, the binomial name for paddy is Oraisa sativa. Tamil we say Nellu, Arsi. That is, they contain the fibrous root system. These are also comes under the grass family. Grass is nothing but Tamil pull. Then only it can be able to develop. These are the types of roots and how that root they can have the capacity to develop.